Good morning, folks. I get pumped. I am. I guess everybody's still sleeping. It's early. I've been up really early today because it's a big day. I'm excited. I got cameras to get ready today for the big show. And people are waking up. Right on. I think it's all my European people. I think North America's still asleep. Okay, let me just double check something here. YouTube's doing that monetization thing again. Oh no, it's turned off. Okay. I don't understand why it's doing that. Okay, I'm just getting the old chat out here so I can see it better. No, Paul, it's our big day. It's not my big day, it's our big day. That's why I'm having a coffee with you. If it was my big day, I wouldn't have a coffee with you. I'd just get up and start the day and set the cameras up. But I thought I wanted to see who else is excited about seeing the barn floor get done today. I had my alarm set for 5:30, just in case, okay? I didn't want to take any chances today. I woke up at 10 to 5. I was laying there. And finally at quarter after 5, I said, I'm getting up. Gonna have my breakfast. Gotta go outside. Gotta move the camera in the barn. Gotta set it up a little higher. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like yet. Here, let me just take a look. I haven't looked yet. It was pouring rain all night. Pouring rain. You know, it's really strange. It must be the iPhone. The iPhone shoots center. And when I look at the screen, I'm center. But for some reason, it's always sideways with the iPads. Let's do this. Maybe this is better. It's just weird. I don't know how they have the lenses set up in them. All right. So today, according to the Environment Canada site, it says a few showers. A few showers ending this morning, then a mix of sun and cloud. Steady near 11, the temperature. Going to -3 tonight. Better get the water set up tonight. What is the... now see Petawawa, they're saying that it's going to be 9 degrees with only a 40% chance of showers this morning. So let's see what the radar says. We got some cool weather coming up though. And with this weekend, guess what it's going to do all weekend? Rain. Well, I got to sit down and my buddy's coming over to do the laser to shoot the line so that we can figure out all the measurements to build a crooked straight building. You know what I mean? A crooked straight pimple, I should say. And he said he's either going to be noon on Saturday or Sunday morning. I got to phone him today that he said he can come over. So then I'll just sit down and figure out the material list, email it to Home Hardware, and then get what you call it, a price quote, and to see how much Home Hardware is going to help us out. Now, according to the radar, the rain is gone. I'm just looking here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'll show you. I'll post the link so that everybody can see what I'm looking at here, because it says that the radar, the rain has passed. Okay, so there it goes. There's the link, okay? Now the hourly forecast for today, it says, according to the hourly forecast on the weather site, it says 0 chance of rain. So I won't even need my emergency canopy. That's what they say. So everybody's like iffy on what's going on. But next week the sun starts, and the cold weather at night, and cool during the day, like 3 degrees during the day, and like -6 at night. But this weekend, still 13 degrees daytime temperature, nighttime temperature, and rain. Man, it's going to be a mess here. But tomorrow it's going to 4 degrees Celsius. But then it's going to go back up to 13, 14 and rain. Oh man, it's going to be so muddy here. And I got to get some gravel spray. I got to get my patio stones done. I hope it holds off so I can do the patio stones. Because once it starts freezing up, oh, it's brutal doing patio stones. It is brutal. Am I going to put Doug's paw print in the cement norm bar? No. No. I thought about even writing the date 2017 in it, and I was like, nah, I didn't do it with my garage. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to because I want a perfect floor, and anywhere that's rough means duck poop's going to stick to it. So I'm just going to leave it smooth. And that way I'm going to be a little bit, I guess you could call it anal once the floor is done, because it'll be so nice to keep it clean. Like easy clean. I think I might even wash it out in the middle of the winter. Who knows? I hose so I can do it. But it's like the ducks are going to have the cleanest shit. Oh, it's going to be so nice to be able to clean it out all the time. It'll make good for live streams, because you know how dirty they can get in the wintertime. And the fact that we're going to have a camera in there 24/7, I sort of have to keep the appearances up that it's clean. Because people were logged on to see 115 ducks in the barn, and they were covered in all in duck poop. That wouldn't go over too well, would it? I have PETA here saying that it's a disgusting factory farm. How many ton of concrete? Many tons. I have no idea, Paul. I'm not a concrete guy. I hired a concrete guy to do this with your help. You can't wait, Matt? I can't wait. I got up early. I was laying in bed thinking about concrete floor. This is, oh man. It's gonna be so nice. Oh. This is serious exciting stuff. The fact that the barn's fixed and the door is gonna work all the time. All I gotta do, I gotta take the skill saw and just run by on the door on the bottom of it. But that's it, and it's like the door is going to be the same. It won't matter about the frost heaving, because the whole floor, the whole log is like there's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Oh. Yes, Jeff, they do spray it to seal it. These are professional concrete guys. No, I'm not going to paint it. No, we're not going that crazy, Jeff. It's going to be polished up. It's going to be really, really smooth. And it's going to be saw cut. So they're going to do the saw cut thing. It's exciting. Go back to bed. Mary Ellen, it's 6:03. The crap hits the fan here. 8 o'clock, the concrete guys are going to be in the driveway. And I guess I've got to go outside and set cameras up. No time for bed. If everything goes right, it's going to be as smooth as my garage floor. If everything goes right today. Doug's gone back to sleep. He came downstairs, though, for his treats. Doug's got an easy day. He's going to be inside all day. He's not going out, because I don't want to deal with the dog and concrete, because I know he'll walk right across it. and then he'll sink in it at first, and then it just, I don't want to deal with it. Giving the dog, shower, cleaning them off, and then trying to keep them out of there, and so Doug's got today off. He'll be on the couch, sleeping, and I'll let him out under supervision. I've got some difficult slopes to get right. No, I got nothing difficult today. Today, Jeff, is an easy day for Matt. It is. My job today, well, I might have to do a little bit of wheelbarrow action with the concrete. I do have to carry downstairs 6 half pails, maybe 7 half pails of concrete to the basement. But that's it. Cut a hole in the fence so they can back up with the chute. It's still gonna have a lot to do, but it ain't gonna be like the only project today is concrete. Put him back on the anchor today. No, I don't even want to deal with him outside, Norm. The anchor doesn't slow him down anymore. He knows that he can drag the anchor around. Well, cement is what you mix to make concrete, Lester. You mix cement and gravel together, sand, and then that's concrete. That's what they call it, a cement mixer. What's for breakfast? Fresh eggs from yesterday. We got 14 eggs yesterday. I haven't seen your pictures, Mark. I don't know how I could like them. Yes, I'm up, Mother. I'm up early. I woke up 45 minutes before my alarm because I'm excited. I got to keep an eye on the time here today because I've got to focus. 6:30, I have to start my breakfast. And then get underway. I got to be outside, I got to move some cameras around. The food bank in town is going to love the eggs this winter. I hope we're pumping eggs out like crazy. I think when we switch over to pellets, maybe mix in a little bit of layer, get the ducks pumping some eggs out. It'll be, it could be crazy the amount of eggs we could pump out here. Because really, you think about it, 100 ducks, there should be no reason we can't get 80 eggs in a day at peak. It's $2,400 a month. The food bank will have eggs coming to their rear end. They're getting scratch grain right now because they're running around eating around outside. Yeah, the nesting boxes are going back in the barn. I got to rebuild the nesting boxes. They're in the back shed. I washed them all up with a power washer, and I put them in the back shed this summer. They've been in the back shed all summer. So I got to take them out to the garage, and I got to take some 1x1, 1.5 by 1.5 inch lumber, and I have to rebrace the corners because they're rotten. And I got to I got to rebrace the corners. Sorry, I had a brain fart there, guys. I had to rebrace the corners because they're rotten. The wood's rotten. I was going to replace them, but I thought, no, I can just bunch of screws and some chunks of little corner races, and we can get another year out of these things. They'll spray the concrete with a sealer. The runner ducks must be all black, tall ones, right, Mother? I don't know. I don't know the answer, Mary. Yes, Brian, layer mix. You can give ducks layer mix. It really helps. It has a lot more calcium in it, and it really helps the ducks produce eggs. I did it one year, and but the only problem is layer. If you're trying to hatch the eggs, layer is a death sentence for the ducklings because the shells are so hard. The ducklings die in the shells. I had like a 70% failure rate of ducklings dying in the shell because of the parents were eating layer. So don't do that. And even pellets is iffy for hatching. Honestly, the best if you can mix, like if you need to help your ducks supplement to lay eggs, is a mix of pellets and scratch grain to keep the shell thin, or pellets and free range them, because they'll eat the pellets, but they'll free range enough that they won't get that calcium tomb for the baby. But uh, um, pure pellets is even still a little bit. The shells get a little bit hard. It's really tricky, feeding the parent, the mother, when you want eggs for hatching. I've learned this. The thinner the shell, the better. The higher you can go from a 70% failure rate to a 70% success rate on a big hatch. I've learned this the hard way. I've shared it on YouTube, my failures, my 70% failure rate. But 70% success rate on a big hatch is normal. And that's coming straight from Metzer, actually. I talked to Metzer about that. Plus, Fry's Hatchery. 70% is normal on a big commercial hatch. So when I get 70%, I'm just as successful as a big commercial hatchery. These people say that I have a 100% success rate in hatching. Well, if you're doing 12 eggs, that is one thing. But when you're doing 600 or 1,200 eggs at a crack, everything changes. Plus, right off the bat, 10% of your eggs aren't even fertilized. So I always get a kick out of that when people say 100% success rate. When Mother Nature, 10% of the time, the eggs aren't even fertilized. So how can you have a 100% success rate when Mother Nature, right off the bat, 10% of the time, the female is not, it's an unfertilized egg? I always love these keyboard people that are 100% success rate. I don't know, I've done a lot of hatching here, and I've done it all online. I've shared it with everybody, and I've shown it, and it's like, but everybody's always better than me. I've never had a duck nor suffer from egg-bound problems like chickens. I think a lot of it is because ducks aren't so interbred, not like chickens are. Because ducks haven't been commercialized like chickens. Oh, I've helped lots, Brian, hatching. Absolutely lots. I've done hundreds and hundreds, and people say, "Oh, you can't help them." Well, yeah, I've had them. I've had drakes running around with their penis hanging out for days, dragging it around. Poor guy on the snow. I said, "God, that's got to be cold." Um, but I've done a lot of. I have a lot of videos actually of rescuing ducklings out of the shells, and that's because the shells were too thick, too hard, not thick, too hard, from the calcium from the feed. Soon you go to like this year or last year, I didn't have a lot of helping to have to do because I did do some helping, but not a lot. Well, Brian, you know what? This seasonal thing, I am completely confused this year because normally the ducks start laying in December, okay? And they lay through to August. The early August they stop. Sometimes it's July. You see it really dropping off in July. The drop off starts in July. But it starts in December, January starts picking up, February's crazy, March crazy, April's is really crazy for the eggs, and then this year, I'm getting like I got like 18 eggs the day before, 14 eggs yesterday. We dropped off 29 and a half dozen eggs in a 3 week period it was for 3 weeks worth of eggs that we dropped off the food bank in October. So I don't know what's going on. I don't understand it. But normally they stop laying sometime, July, August, and they don't start till, December again. And that's that's a duck that's in its second year. When they're in their first year, like if they're born in June, I've seen, where you don't really start getting decent egg production until February, March. Oh. Susie, it's an exciting day. Get out of bed, woman. Today's a big day. I sprung out of bed way before my alarm because today is concrete day. The barn is getting the floor. You think it's the runners laying? I don't think it is. They're too young. Way too young. That's a young duck to be laying. They were born June. So July, August, September, October. 4-month-old duck? That's not even. I don't know even. Chickens don't even do that at 4 months old. I'm thinking it's my females, my old females. That's what I'm thinking. Well, we'll know when Jasmine takes the runners, and then they leave, and all of a sudden the eggs disappear. I'm gonna go. Jasmine's got all the eggs. But I don't think so. 4 months old is a pretty young bird to be laying eggs. Like I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I will be proven wrong, and I will accept the wrongness. But I've just got a gut feeling. I've seen it. Young birds usually, like I've just seen so many times where I've seen where my egg supply has ran out in November, 1st of November, and then I've had to eat porridge for 2.5 months waiting for the ducks to start laying again. November, December, and half of January, and then all of a sudden the eggs start again. I was like, yeah, eggs for breakfast. So getting sick of porridge, but porridge and wild apples. Do I sell eggs? No, I don't, Donnie. I donate all the eggs to the local food bank. We just donated. There's a video just 2 days ago that we just took our first load this season of 29 and a half dozen eggs to the food bank. We donated 6,000 eggs in the spring. I don't sell anything here, Donnie. Everything I do, I give away to charity. Everything. I'm a non-profit man. I just work for the good of society. I'm a YouTuber. I survive on your generosity. That's how we do her here. Mandy Lee, where the hell have you been, woman? I haven't seen you it's over a month. It's been a month since I've seen you. Are you going to tell me where you've been? Did you got a boyfriend or something? Is there another man in your life other than me? Oh, your boss has so many problems? Oh, so they're actually making you do work at work. The nerve of them. Do I volunteer to save the duck population or something? No, Donnie, we eat ducks here. We don't save them. You're going to work right now? Yeah, but you got like an hour commute to get to work, right? Well, today's a big day, Mandy. The barn gets a new floor today. So maybe, if you can slip away and take a look, there'll be a stream. You can see the barn getting poured. Or you can see the cement set. Sort of like watching paint dry. But, it'll be happening. But don't forget to come back. Don't be a stranger, woman. Well, slip it in during the day. Take your phone, go to the bathroom, take a break. But stop being a stranger. Haven't seen you in a long time. I thought maybe you'd left the channel and I was no longer part of your life. How did I come up with the idea of doing a YouTube channel? Oh, that's a long story. Yes, Norm, today is going to be a good day. Basement gets probably, I'm thinking 7.5 pails. What, the end of the concrete pour, there's always concrete left in the truck, which they got to get rid of, eh? So I'm going to get rid of some of it right in the basement floor. That's going to be so nice to have that done. My basement's so dry. You want to know how many times I've gone downstairs and just looked at my basement in amazement how it's dry. Oh man, it's so cool. Like everything is bone dry. It's bone dry, like dusty dry. It's like, oh man, she's dry again, like I have a lot of ducks as pets. Well, my breeders, they're sort of my pets, I have a special attachment to my breeders. My breeders, they're going to produce a lot of. I'm hoping they're going to produce about 1,000 ducklings next year, and if everything works out right, maybe about 6,000 eggs, 5,000 eggs for the food bank. It's going to be a productive situation here, and it's all with the help of the fans. It's all because of the fans that this is happening. We're doing a whole bunch of good, all because of the fans that watch this show and support this show that I came up with. So back to Mr. Gangster Revenge. He wants to know how I came up with this. I sort of dodged that question, but I should answer him. Is he still here? If he says he's still here, I'll answer his question. Oh, Mike Cooper, thank you so much for the $2. Oh, no, £2. £2. That's like $3.50 Canadian. Thank you so much. Nice little teal banner first thing in the morning. Always like that appreciation. Helps keep the show going here for the commercial-free streams. Ironically, if this stream was monetized, that's probably how much money I would make. I guess Mr. Gangster Revenge left, so I won't answer his question. He's got to be a new person. They ask questions and then leave. That's one of my pet peeves on when it comes to streaming, as everybody knows. That can trigger me. And we know what happens when Matt gets triggered. Oh. I'm going to be having a second cup here shortly, folks. Oh. Chat's broken. What happened? Let's double check here, make sure I'm still connected. Oh, it says I'm connected. All right. Everybody gone quiet. There's got to be something wrong. Matt, you get ad money. I watched the stream yesterday with 9 ads. Oh, you got some ads. So 9 times 1/5 of a cent is what I got, Norm. So 9 times 1/5 of a cent. I could buy supper tonight. Yep, Mr. Gangster Revenge left. Asked a question and blew. Well, I'm glad I didn't go into a long, drawn-out answer on that one, eh? Yeah, Scott, I'm gonna go. I'm thinking we're gonna have a camera set up outside too. I'm pretty sure The weather's looking like it. What I might do, not might, I am going to do, is I'm not going to put it on a tripod, just in case this rain thing. I'm going to take the garbage pail and put it in the yard somehow, and stream from. I might put it in the garage side and point it towards the truck. Oh, Miss Cockgirl, thank you so much. Another £2. Well, I just doubled my ad revenue on this stream. Thank you so much. Donnie, you would like to share your ducks from your country? Well, then you need to do some work. You need to do videos, and you need to post them on your channel. And you've got to do it all the time. It's consistent. You can't just start and get 15 videos into it and say, well, I'm not getting any views, I quit. It doesn't work that way. You have no idea how many videos I did that got no views. And I just kept doing it, 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 and I just kept doing it. I just kept doing it. I just didn't stop. You have no idea how many duck channels have come and gone because they thought the duck adventure, oh, this guy's doing big on YouTube with ducks. I gotta do ducks too. No, ducks is a very, very niche market on YouTube. Now, if you were doing chickens, yeah, it's a different story. You could join the chicken club. But ducks, you got to keep pumping the videos out. I think I'm up to like 2,900 videos. It's a lot of work. So either you can do it like I did at the start. I did it for personal reasons, more of a hobby. So I was doing it as a passion. Or two, you can treat it like a job and blow your brains out. And just keep working at it. Is the level of the Magoo duck pond getting smaller? Huh? How could it get smaller, James? Well, like someone's coming in here at night and filling it back in on me when I'm sleeping? Is that what you're thinking? Like someone's coming in here and filling the pond up and it's getting smaller, it's shrinking? Oh, you shouldn't use me as an example for raising ducks because I'm a little bit crazy when it comes to ducks. Oh, a 20 New Zealander. That's almost like equal to $20 Canadian. I think a New Zealand dollar is like 98 cents. It's like, thank you very much. Like, big time tips today. Man, thank you so much, people. The streamers are leaving YouTube, Norm, but I don't know where they're going. Well, James, no, I have the camera lower down on the lower level because don't you remember 4 days ago that I had the Zika tent up on the hill and the wind caught it and blew it into the Magoon? We're not on the hill anymore because the hill's not a safe place for the Zika tent unless I anchor the Zika tent down. Jennifer from New Zealand, thank you so much. Big time thank you. Twitch, though, you can only have one stream at a time. I signed up, I'm on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel. But you can only have one single stream. With YouTube, it's unlimited. Like the only thing limiting me on YouTube is bandwidth of my connection here on the internet. That's the only thing that's limiting me. Like if I had, like, let's say if I had 100 megabyte upload speed, I could literally do like 15 live streams. There's no limit on YouTube. But Twitch, they give you one single stream key. That's it. And my problem is, like, we're going to have 2 streams running just for the barn and the shed all winter. This just going to be, they're just going to be running. How much longer, Peter? It's 6:30. In 1.5 hours from now, the concrete guys show up, and the truck is supposed to be here in 2 hours from now. So 2 hours from right now, the truck is allegedly going to be backing in and pouring. Well, I hope you're going to be here, Peter. It's an exciting day. I gotta get another coffee. Hey, Dougie, wake up. All right, we got. I got the toaster oven on. When she ding dings, I gotta go because I gotta get my acting together. I gotta feed myself, and I gotta go outside, and I gotta get some streams set up, cameras moved around. I'm having fried eggs today, scrambled to be exact. How long did it take to do it? Well, concrete pouring is a slow process because you pour it in, then you gotta you spread her out, and then you start working it, and the laser level stuff. It's like we'll see today. It's a long process. Then there's a lot of sitting and waiting that you gotta wait for it to set up before you can start working it and polishing it, because it's gotta set up enough that they can get on top of it with the polisher and walk around. It's like watching paint dry. And being that it's a Friday, I'm thinking there's going to be some beer drinking happening. There's definitely going to be some swearing because the concrete guys swear. So the streams are going to be age restricted. I'm not going to lie on that one, because they do swear. I'm not going to just warn you. These guys are workers. And but I got a hunch because it's Friday. It's the end of the week, and then they've had a bad week also. They've had a really bad week. Because I was talking to him last night, and they're stressed right out because it was a bad week because of the rain, and all his jobs were brutal to do because of the rain. Yes, Jennifer, I have t-shirts left. Go to my site, black, white. I got some lime, I think, colors. They're still there. The inventory. If I don't have it, it'll say sold out when you go to select your size. But I have lots of t-shirts left. So it's going to be age restricted. How long did it take to pour my garage floor? Norm, I forget honestly. It was like 10, 12 years ago. Same guy did it, Carl. Like they came in the morning. It was in November. It was right before there was surcharging for heated concrete. It was like, oh man, he was here all day to do that one. They poured it. There was a lot of beer drank that day, waiting. They do a lot of sitting waiting. Like it's like a lot of, like it's just because they gotta wait. They gotta wait because like I said, they gotta get the machine on it to polish the top, and that they gotta wait till it sets up enough. So they pour and they wait. So these guys, these concrete, they technically they're not really concrete guys. They're finishers, is what they are. They're not formers. But they do that. They do forming and that kind of stuff. But technically, his name of his company is called Precision Concrete. He makes it the precision at the end. He makes it the perfect. That's what he does. I am going to be mailing t-shirts on Monday because with the rain this weekend, I will be in my office packing t-shirts. I didn't do any last night. I just did my paperwork and caught up on like 3 weeks worth of paperwork. You need to get into concrete, Brian. It's Friday though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys today. I was like, I could, we could make up a bunch of stories, but I'm not. This is the real deal here. This is like a lot of YouTube channels wouldn't, they wouldn't share all this stuff to you. But I'm just showing everything, and because it's age restricted, I can do whatever I want. Other than like killing baby kittens in the microwave or something like that, I can't do stuff like that on live just because it's age restricted. But you can do a lot when you're age restricted, because I'm not going for the ad revenue. I'm showing reality of how it's really happening here. No crap. Good morning, Thomas. And how's Thomas today? Oh, and Thomas, guess what? Red Wing Shoes, the Canadian rep, finally emailed me. Do you believe it? Unbelievable. What a useless company, Red Wing. I don't believe what I went through. I've had enough of that company. So today's an exciting day, Tom. Are you booked solid at work, so you're going to miss it? Or are you going to be available today? Yes, Norm, I have beer here today too. I'm not going to be sitting by watching all the concrete guys drink beer and not do it. I'm joining the club today, folks. It's a big day. It's celebration. We're getting a floor. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Oh, I got to say goodbye soon. My oven just preheated. Man, I'm excited. I gotta get outside though and get the cameras. I gotta get my head around all the edits or streams. You're free for the AM? Well, you're gonna see the concrete get poured. I don't know how much work you're gonna get to see. No, you might be able to see the polishing about 11. I think in probably about 10, 11 they'll be polishing. You might see some action. Well, I'm not happy, Miss Caught Girl. I'm getting closer to being relieved, because this is a major. This is like, whoa, like jacking the barn up, put the logs in was a setup to the hump, And then because once the concrete's done, my buddy's coming with the laser level. We're gonna do all the measurements, and then I'm gonna make the list for home hardware. We're gonna get the stuff from them to put the pimple on. And Carl, I got to talk to Carl, the concrete guy, today, because his friend is the one I told you about in the spring that's got metal for depending on the quality of the metal for the roof, anywhere from 10 cents to 20 cents on the dollar. Used roof. So I got to get a hold of him. Your day starts at 3:30 p.m. duck time. Oh, well, you're going to see the whole thing today, Tom. You're going to see it all, Tom. Your morning's booked. The pimple won't take long. Won't take long at all, actually. Why did I choose ducks rather than chickens? I did, Donnie. I had chickens at first, and then I hated the experience, and then I accidentally got into ducks because I failed at hatching chickens. It was an accident. I'll warn you though, Tom, today it's an age restricted, because the concrete guys swear. No, the metal shed, Norm, I'll never concrete that. No need to. Absolutely no need to. I am going to put down, I'm going to take the coroplast up and I'm going to reconfigure it, because when I laid it down wrong. I'll explain to you what I did wrong. I laid it down with the ridges facing the wrong way. So every time I shovel it, I'm actually shoveling it backwards if I don't want to hook the shovel on it. So what I got to do is, when I strip the inside of it, because I got to strip everything out of it to do the insulating job, I'm going to flip the floor around so that when I'm inside of it, instead of having the coroplast overlap facing, this is the back of the shed, that's currently the way it's lapped, so that when I push with the shovel, it's always catching. I'm going to flip it around like this, so that when I'm at the back, I can push towards the door and it doesn't get caught. It was a design flaw when I did it. But that's the floor in there does not need to be done. Because it's only 10 foot by 13, and if I flip the coroplast around, it will scrape just fine. Which I'm going to do. I've had enough of catching. Always catch and catch and catch and catch. It drives me up the wall. You're scraping with a shovel and you catch. So if I flip it around, I can just push, and it's going to be good. But you did not chicken after your bad experience? No, I had chickens even after my failed hatch for the following that year, and then they all got into the freezer camp, and then I was just ducks. I think I had some chickens hung around afterwards, little ones. I can't remember. Chickens are a long time ago. They were no fun. Dirty bird. Don't like them. Too dirty. Ducks are way cleaner. Ducks smell better. Like, you can pick a duck up and rub your nose in it and it smells nice. You do it with a chicken, it's disgusting. And then you gotta wash your hands, because chickens and salmonella go hand in hand. You know, because the salmonella naturally occurs on their skin. Ducks don't have that problem. The sheds for the geese, yes, Norm. That's what it's going to be. And I'm going to put a fence up to separate them. I got the wire. I'm going to pound some posts in, and I'm going to separate it so that the geese have one side of the pen, and the ducks have the other. So we don't have any fights while ducks getting pounded on. A clean duck, Brian, is awesome smelling. They don't even smell like livestock. They are so clean. I've never had yet where I've smelled a duck, because I rub my nose in them all the time because I want to see what they smell like, and plus I like the softness of their feathers on their neck, because their neck is so soft. I've never had one ever stink. Never. It's almost like a neutral smell, like there's almost no smell. That's how clean they are. Yeah, I don't know. Did you see that, Jennifer? Did you see me out walking around in my house coat at 2:30 in the morning, breaking up a goose, beating a duck up? There was 8 people or 9 people watching the stream when I went outside in my house coat to save a duck. I ain't doing that much longer. Oh, you saw it? Okay, so everybody knows I have a witness to my craziness, my commitment. Have you ever seen anybody that committed? Oh man, I felt so sorry for that poor little duck. He was getting pounded on. I was like, and anybody else would just let the duck get pounded on, but I was like, no, gotta go save the duck. Can't have the poor little duck. Bug. Can't have the poor little duck getting pounded on. We gotta save the duck. All right. Oh, there's my timer. The other day I didn't do this. Okay, that definitely. When that one goes off, I have to say goodbye, because it's time to start getting things happening here. Because I gotta go outside, get in the dark, and move some cameras around. So I do have a witness. Jennifer Davis saw me. So when I told everybody yesterday that, and you're thinking, oh, he's probably lying. If Jennifer could find the timestamp, she could actually get the timestamp in the live stream and post it. Of what time this is the crazy man in a house coat's walking around outside looking for ducks getting beaten up by geese. I felt sorry for the poor little duck. But it was really strange, when it was going down and that goose was beating on the duck, it looked like the duck was fighting back, and then all the other geese were running around the one goose that was doing this, and they were just losing it. Like, it was like almost screaming at him, like, you better stop, someone's going to show up, type of thing. Because the other geese, there was like 5 or 6 geese, and they were just freaking out, and I thought they were beating on the duck, and then I got to look real close, and they weren't. They were upset at the goose beating on the duck. So, and that screwed my dad up really bad. It could have been like that, Jennifer. Yeah, fight, 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 screaming, egging him on. Maggie, you slept in today. It's 6:44. Where have you been, my woman? Like, didn't you know today's a big day? You're supposed to be up early? Hello, Donna. No Wi-Fi. What? What, did someone break into your house and take your Wi-Fi from you? Egging on the ducks. Yeah. Egging on the goose. They did break in and take your Wi-Fi. Well, I don't know. Don't call. Whatever you do, don't call the police. Yeah. So, anyways, it's an exciting day. So, I like I said, as soon as my timer goes off, I absolutely have to say goodbye because I gotta eat, and I'm going outside to move cameras around in the dark, and get ready. And I gotta go in the barn and move the camera there just so that it's a little higher up, so there's no chance of concrete getting splashed up on it. Because I got it low right now with for the ducks that I did that stream to show you guys what it was gonna look like. And I gotta set up the streams today. I gotta do age restriction. So it's a big day. It's an exciting day. Oh, Vista just got up too. Salted egg, Donnie? I've heard of that. The cement truck will be here allegedly in 1 hour and 45 minutes. There you go, Christopher. In 1 hour and 44 minutes. We're getting the floor. I'm excited. As you can tell. My ducks were cracking like crazy when I got up at 10 to 5. It's going to be an exciting morning, Maggie. It is going to be an age-restricted stream, though, because of the potential of hearing people swear. Well, Susie, I don't even know what goose it is, so do I just start knocking geese off, hoping that I'm getting the right one that's beating up the ducks? Because I don't know who was doing it. They broke the fight up before I got into the pen. And pretty soon they're going to be separated, and then we're gonna have to watch to see who's beating up who when they're separated. Then I might have to do a little bit of a thinning out. Because pretty soon they're going to be separated for the winter. Because the ducks and the geese can't be together, especially in a building. Bad situation. I did say 8 a.m., Norm. You weren't listening earlier, Norm. Did you just wake up? I did say 8 a.m., but what is showing up at 8 a.m., Norm? And what is showing up at 8:30? Yes, Virginia, the geese are already pairing up. I've noticed that. I've noticed some pairing up happening. See you, Donnie. Come back and check out the concrete later on. You can pop in during the day. There's always a live stream going on here. No, there's only like 47 drakes going to freezer camp, Susie. And then 15 runner ducks are going to Jasmine's. And the rest are staying here. And I think there's 2 hurt females, like not hurt, gimp females that have to go to freezer camp. Juanita, everything is going to go just fine today. It's a good day. Actually, let's see if the weather forecast, because they usually update it at 6 a.m. So let's just see what the weather forecast says. So let's just refresh the page. Oh no, still says. When was it observed? 6:15 a.m. They're still saying a few showers ending in the morning. And let's do the radar. Let's do a quick look on the radar. And it doesn't look like any rain. Oh, a couple little splatters here. Nothing really to worry about. Let's do the old hourly forecast. And it's still saying 0% chance of rain today. The hourly forecast says no rain. And the radar says that it's gone. And Environment Canada is saying that there's only a 40% chance. How can Environment Canada say there's a 40% chance of rain this morning, but the hourly forecast says there's a 0% chance of rain? Anyways. But Ottawa, it says a few showers ending this morning, and then a mix of sun and cloud. Temperature nearest 11. So it's looking like I might not need my canopy today. See it, Jennifer. I'm sorry you're going to miss it. Well, Susie, the only reason I got a whole bunch of drakes here right now is because I was doing the sort, and I prefer drakes in my freezer because they're bigger. Am I gonna bread the geese, like bread them and then deep fry them? Never thought of that, Jeff. Breaded geese. Yeah, there are some pretty weird sounding geese, the honking. The honking's really weird on the geese. Some of them, actually, one sounds like a little kid in distress. Oh, breed the geese. I know, I was just joking with you. I knew it was breed, but I was just thought, well, breaded goose. You know, like breaded onion rings. Yeah, that's what I do here, Jeff. I breed things, specifically waterfowl. This is what we do. We hatch waterfowl on this channel. It was, yeah, I guess you could say it was like a Colloquwood orange type scenario at 2:30 in the morning. It's all in the stream, actually. Probably you can see it if you go to the not last night's stream, the night before, and watch it when I came out at 2:30, because the 10 minutes before I came outside, that's when the crap was hitting the fan, and it was pretty loud, seriously loud, and I'm pretty sure the camera was pointing right in that direction, that you would have seen the whole thing go down. I'm 99% sure the camera was pointing in the right direction to catch it all. Or if not, you would have heard it. It was freaking loud. It was like, it sounded like they were in the bedroom. It was so loud. Yeah, someone needs to put a timestamp in that stream. Did you see it, Stephanie? You actually saw the geese doing the pounding on the poor little duck, and then Matt showing up in a house coat, trying to save the duck at 2:30 in the morning. As a committed duck guy, there is a timestamp. Oh, okay, someone put a timestamp. Perfect. There's some weird sounding geese. Actually, you know what? I've heard situations where I'm like in the yard, or I'm like in the bedroom and I'll hear it, and it sounds like a person's outside. And I don't know which goose it is, but it sounds like there's a human talking. It's the weirdest sound. They don't all sound like, geese. How am I feeling today? I'm soon to be on a caffeine rush like you've never seen before. And I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then I'm going to go and get everything ready for today. I got to end some streams, get some things set up. Puss in Boots, you've heard it too. Yeah, it sounds like people. I know. The geese. It's the weirdest. Uh, uh, it's really a weird sound. Like, I've had more times where I've turned my head and looked thinking somebody was in the yard, and it's the geese. I'm not kidding you. It's like one of them has a very, very unique sound. Very unique sound. But like, how do you separate them? Until we get them separated and you can actually see, like maybe in the shed we'll be able to know, you'll be able to actually pin down which one's which. Right now there's just too many birds. There's still like way too many here. Well, there's like 67 too many birds right here. That's how many birds? 67, 65 too many birds floating around. Because I got to do my own personal cull, which I have to phone my buddy about the plucker, and go pick it up. And then I got to hope for a nice day, a reasonably nice day in November. And then I still got so much to do. I'm getting stressed out thinking about my to-do list. I shouldn't think about it. I gotta stay focused on the happy event today. We're getting a big hurdle done. Floor. Oh man, a floor with a drain. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, it's gonna be so nice cleaning the barn. I've never been so excited to shovel duck poop. It's gonna be so clean this winter. And I'm gonna take chloroplast on the outside of the barn, so that it's like easy to scrape. Oh man, it's gonna be so nice. The snow shovel, and it'll be like just push. It'll be just one wipe and clean. And even if I want to get a little bit, over particular, I could even drag the hose in and give her a squirt rinse out. It's gonna be so clean this year. I can't wait. Plus, it's gonna be streamed live, so it has to be clean. That's another thing. They're doing the live in the barn, folks, is really putting the screws to me as far as keeping the appearance up, because I can't very well have a live stream and then have the ducks walking around in a half an inch or an inch of poop. No, it wouldn't be very good. Right, I gotta go. I gotta get my breakfast happening, and then I gotta go and set up a bunch of cameras up. So that's the timer. I told you I have to go when that goes off. So just keep watching. We're going to be live pouring concrete here today.